What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I just want to say thank you, God, for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I got another special build in store for y'all today. The point guard athletic finisher build. And I'm telling y'all, we're going to be able to get all of the elite contact dunks, especially with the pro dribble moves. And then when it comes down to the takeovers, we're able to get slashing, shot creating, sharpshooting, and playmaking. We're able to get up to 85 badges, and I'm telling y'all, this is going to be one of the best slashing builds in all of 2K. Now look, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And I would highly appreciate it if you went ahead and smash that like button. But be sure to go ahead and comment down TG for thank God as well as where you're tuning in from today. And I most definitely will be hitting y'all back with a response. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. So like I said earlier, we're going to make it under the point guard position. Now for the body settings, I'm going to go with the height of 6'3". You have to go with the minimum of 213 for the weight. And then for the wingspan, we're able to go to 7 feet exactly. Now with our weight, we're going to be able to unlock the body shape of Burley. So go ahead and pick this one. And from here, we're going to be all set to go to work with the physicals. So for my speed, I'm going to go 91, 88 acceleration, 82 vertical with a 92 stamina. Now I think this is perfect when it comes down to this area, but from here I'm going to go ahead and get into the breakdown of the finishing. Now for this area, we get 20 badges, 76 for the close shot, 78 driving layup, with a 94 driving dunk. Now with the 20 badges, we're able to get Aerial Wizard on Hall of Fame, also get Gold Giant Slayer. Now for tier 2, I like Fearless Finisher as well as Pro Touch. And then when it comes down to tier 3, we're able to get Posterizer, Slithery, and Limitless Takeoff all on gold. Now from here, when it comes down to the shooting, it really comes down to how you want to go about this area. So for my liking, I'm going to go with the 75 for my mid-range shot. And then when it comes down to my three-pointer, this is probably going to be one of the better areas of this build. So I'm going to go with an 84. And then to wrap it up with my free throw, I'm going to put this to an 83. And right there we get 20 badges. So for tier 1, I like Midi Magician, also Volume Shooter. Now when it comes down to tier 2, Amped, Green Machine, and Space Creator. And then really for tier 3, the badges that I'm looking at is Agent 3 on Silver as well as Limitless Range. Now this is pretty much the setup when it comes down to the shooting. If you do want to make adjustments towards the three-pointer or the mid-range, you can do so, but I'm telling y'all, in order to get the athletic finisher build name, make sure you at least maintain the finishing. But from here, let's go ahead and get into the defense. So we get 16 badges, and as you can see, 80 for the perimeter defense with an 81 steal. We get Box Out Beast and also Chase on Artist with Rebound Chaser. For tier 2, I like ankle braces with Menace and Workhorse. And then for tier 3, we're able to get Glove and then Interceptor on Silver, and even Collapse and Challenger. Now this is what we're going to be looking like on the defensive end, but if you do want to make more changes to get better badges, you can do so, or if you want to try to raise your badge count for the defense itself, that's another way that you can go about making this build. From here, let's go ahead and wrap it up with the playmaking. Now for the pass accuracy, I'm going 83, 85 ball handle with an 89 speed with ball. Now there's little adjustments here and there that you can make to this build, but when it comes down to tier 1, I like Ankle Breaker on Hall of Fame. We also get Break Starter and Vice Grip, and then for tier 2, Quick First Step on Hall of Fame, Gold Unpluckable as well as Hyperdrive. And then for tier 3, I like Killer Combos and then Handles for Dates on Silver as well. Now this is what the build is going to be looking like. If you want to make any adjustments towards any area, do it after we create it together, so that way we know we get the athletic finisher build name. But in total, 85 badges when you add the 4 extra for my career, that's going to make a huge difference. Now remember, we get pro dribble moves and every single elite contact dunk, but from here, with the takeovers, we get the slashing, shot creating, sharpshooting, as well as the playmaking. Now for my best interest, first I would go with slashing takeover, And I'm going to pick finishing moves to be my first one. For the second, I would go with ankle breaking shots or limitless range. Now either or, I'm telling y'all, both of these are going to be the best takeovers to pick from. Let's go ahead and finish the build up to make sure that we made it correctly. And if you followed exactly how I brought it to y'all, you're going to get these 3 comparisons, and together we have created the pure athletic finisher build on NBA 2K23. Now when it comes down to the point guards, this is definitely one of the better and more rare build names. But again, if you did make it this far into the video, let me know in the comments, what did y'all think about this build? Would you make any changes or adjustments to it? But from here, let's get into the breakdown of the badges. Now to get started with the finishing, I'm going to go ahead and put on Gold Giant Slayer for tier 1. Now for tier 2, I like Fearless Finisher as well as Pro Touch on Hall of Fame. And then for tier 3, I'm going to use my core badge on Limitless Takeoff. And then for my next badge, I'm going to go with Posterizer on Gold. Now this is pretty much what we're looking like for this area. But again, these are definitely going to be the most important badges to pick from. Now if you want to make any changes, go ahead and do so. But from here, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. Now I like Hall of Fame Volume Shooter and Space Creator. We're also able to get Gold Amped. And then for tier 3, I like Silver Agent 3 as my core badge. And then I put the badge points towards Limitless Range on Bronze. Now I think when it comes down to the finishing and the shooting, I hit perfectly on both of these areas for the badges. Now for the playmaking, this is where it gets even better. We get Hall of Fame Ankle Breaker and Quick First Step. And then from there, Gold Hyperdrive and then Silver Unpluckable, Killer Combos, and then Core Silver Handles for Days. Now this is really just my personal setup and preference when it comes down to the badges. You can definitely throw on Clamp Breaker, Bailout, or even if you wanted to, Vice Grip. Now I'm going to leave the setup like this when it comes down to the playmaking. Now for the defense, I'm going to go Box Out Beast, Chase Down Artist, and Rebound Chaser. I did decide to go with Off-Ball Pest on Hall of Fame. Now this is definitely going to be handy, especially when it comes down to 5v5. And then for tier 2, I'm going to go Pig Dodger on Silver. And then to wrap it up for tier 3, Glove on Bronze as well as Interceptor on Silver. Now remember, if you want to change any of the badges to your own preference and playstyle, do so after we create the build together. But as you can see, when it comes down to the finishing, we have everything that we need, especially with the Elite Contact Dunks. Then when it comes down to the shooting, Sharpshooting Takeover with Limitless Range makes a huge difference. Now for the playmaking, we get Hall of Fame Quick First Step with all of the Pro Dribble packages. And then for the defense, we're definitely going to be able to hold our own. Now if you made it this far into the video, let me know in the comments, what did y'all think about today's video as well as this build? Be sure to go ahead and comment down TG for Thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from watching today, and I most definitely will hit y'all back with a response. But again, man, I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button, and if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and again, I just want to say thank you so much, God, for another day and another opportunity. But with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.